Oh no!
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, wow, that's embarrassing. So they can hear me now. Wow. I'm sorry about that, guys. Should I do introductions again?
I don't know.
Do it! I'm about 300 feet from my house right now.
Yeah, so anyway, top left we have Tootsie Forever in his car. Top right we have Jessica. Bottom left we have Brandon. And then bottom right is yours truly, who doesn't know how to turn on his microphone.
Professional.
Yeah, I'm a professional streamer. This is actually I said it already, but I'll say it again. I'm trying to do like these monthly streams just to hang out and chat with you guys, and we're off to a great start. Can't even turn on my microphone properly.
Sorry if my hair is a little messy. I didn't brush it.
That's fine.
No, it looks fine.
And to those just joining, you didn't miss anything. We just started ourselves. We're still trying to figure out how we want to handle these kind of streams. I think it's going to be kind of a Q&A style thing. So if you want to ask any of us a question or me a question about my channel or whatever, yeah.
Mostly it'll be asking Little Shy a question.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, no one ever asks us a question.
All right, there's a challenge for you guys. Ask Jessica, Brandon, or Tootsie a question. How about that? Ask everyone but me a question.
Yeah, I won't be able to see my questions.
We'll read them off to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
I'm on the last red light to my house. Finally.
JJ Knott says Ponypad Podcast 2.
Oh, by the way, look at this. If I die, I got my guardian pony.
That's your airbag as you just slam into Applejack. And by the way, we have a super chat. Thank you, Storm, for the super chat. They say, shut up and take my money.
Hi, Storm.
I think I recognize them
Get it
from...
over with.
They're in your streams, Tootsie, I think, right? I see you a lot,
Yep.
Storm. Yeah,
One
thank
of
you
the
for that.
stalkers.
Stalkers? Uh-oh. Oh, all right. Gonza has a question. Do you like MLP?
I don't know. Do you want?
I don't know. Who likes...
I mean, I'm sure these say otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So, Tootsie, we're going to see your room soon, I'm guessing. But, Brandon, do you have any pony merch?
Yeah, I have some plushies on my bed, but
Oh.
most of it's out back in the garage where we packed it up because we were redoing my room.
Oh, okay. So you do have some. It's just not visible. We got to get a
Yeah.
tour of yours,
All right,
Tootsie,
I'm gonna look-
once you get home.
I'm gonna lose you guys in just a few seconds.
Yeah, we're losing you already. But someone with, I believe, a Russian name asks, what's the funniest, dumbest, or, most funniest thing you've ever did? I'm having a little trouble reading it. But funny stories just like in general. That's like hard to just pull out of our heads unless you guys have something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really have one off the top of my head. But oh, and hello, another super chat from someone who was here in previous streams. Thank you, Marvin, for the super chat. They say, hello there again. By the way, Tootsie, we talk later? I don't know if there's context there. Oh, did we lose Tootsie? I think he's going to be transitioning.
No, we're good.
Oh, okay, you're going to be transitioning your computer soon, I'm guessing.
Yep, I'll be there in just a second.
All right, the empty
I made
tomb,
it home safe.
The empty tomb has another question for Tootsie. Who's the best background pony besides Derpy? Because that's obvious.
That's actually a toughie.
Oh, and I'm sorry, the guy I called Russian, he's actually Bulgarian. I'm American, so anytime I see unfamiliar text in a name like that, I just assume it's it's Russian. And Storm,
You can't go assuming
Yeah.
countries
oh,
like that.
can't assume nationalities. Yeah. Storm is another super chat. Thank you so much, Storm. They say this is so sad, guys. Can we get this to 6,900 likes? Someone asked me, do I know Yu-Gi-Oh? No, I don't. Don't know. I think Tootsie knows Yu-Gi-Oh. Right, Tootsie? Tootsie?
I'm still here. Sorry.
Ah, you're clipping. Stop yelling.
So loud.
And someone, Gel Flex something, they say, I've watched all the seasons of MLP. What do I do now? Watch them all again. Because by the time you reach
Watch
the end of
them
the
all
show,
again.
by the time you reach the end of the show, there's so many
Here's
episodes.
a
you can go back.
suggestion. Watch a season 1 episode or season 2 episode, and then watch a season 8 episode and see how different they are.
Yeah, compare the old with new. There is a big difference. We were doing that in our Discord server. It's like, it's kind of jarring actually how different they are. Like the show took itself less seriously in earlier seasons, and it was kind of hit like a sweet spot in the
Definitely.
middle, I think. Someone says, "Why are you ignoring me, little shy?" See, I'm not trying to ignore you, but it's kind of funny that all I notice is your message saying this
The
much.
text is going so fast.
Yeah.
I'm bad at multitasking. I apologize for that.
Oh, I stepped in poo.
What?
What?
Let's see why.
I was taking up the trash cans and I stepped in poo in my garage. I apologize for that.
Well, we should have
It's
Tootsie in
awful.
our streams more often.
Yeah, seriously.
Never know what he's gonna step in next.
Bobby.
Someone, thank you for that. Also says, do you watch anime? I don't really watch anime. I've seen a couple. Like I've seen One Punch Man and such. How about you guys? Anime?
I've started to watch anime. I've been watching Food Wars and Little Witch Academia. But aside from that, I could try out some other
What
anime.
the hell? There's a pony on my front porch.
And I gotta
Sorry,
interrupt
but
really
there's-
briefly. Thank you, Marvin, again for another super chat. They say maybe they'll be at Galicon 2020 if it still exists. Hey, maybe I'll go to Galicon 2020. That's
It's
so
really
far away.
It's like really
Yeah,
expensive
but,
to get from
I mean,
US
you
to
could, but
Germany.
it'd be way more expensive.
Yeah, it would be. Well, I mean, I'm thinking if I'm not going to BronyCon anymore, boo hoo hoo, then I can use that money towards an international flight. Maybe it might be possible. I don't know.
International flight to Germany is super expensive.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I bet it would be.
Okay, Google. What
right,
popular
this-
flight times are from San Diego to Germany?
And Raymond, I'm not a fan of all the remakes. I like remakes in general,
Oh,
not
man.
Disney. I don't care about Disney
I don't
specifically.
care. I don't care about the other three, like Lion King, Dumbo, or Aladdin.
Are you
just-
talking about the
The
live
only
action
thing I did
remakes?
like, the only remake I did like was Beauty and the Beast, but that's it. Every other remake is just ugh.
And I have another super chat from someone with a name whose name I probably won't be able to read. They say, "Hey, do you like anime too?" and 67, 68, 6F3, 73, whatever. Is that like a what is that? Is that computer code hash or something? What is that?
I think it might be a hex code.
Hex code. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So thank you for the super chat. And we were talking about
All right.
anime. What else? One Punch Man.
I just found a
Death Note. And what's going on, Tootsie?
I just found a pony on my front porch. Like there's a pony toy. I guess my mom ordered for Christmas.
Wait, it's not like in a box?
Oh, it's in a box. It's like a giant pony. I want this now.
Wait, what? Turn on your camera. I got to see what you're talking about. You're doing all these interesting things off camera.
Yeah, seriously.
Give me a second.
Oh, thank you, Not Smitty, for the super chat. They say,
It's
what
not
the fudge?
Smitty.
They-
Thanks for letting us know that.
Wait, what the fudge is up with you, lovely buttercups? How you all? Hope you're all having a wonderful creature day. Can I get a yeet in the chat? Do I recognize you? Were you in like the last stream saying the same thing?
I think so.
But anyway, thank
I
you
think
very much
so.
for that super chat. But Tootsie, what do you mean you got a pony on the front porch, like an actual horse? Tootsie.
I think Tootsie died.
Oh, and thank you again for the same person with the same name, the hex code or whatever I can't pronounce. They say thanks, little. And to those saying I'm ignoring you, the thing is, it's easier for me to
No,
see
we're-
comments when you
it's
mention
hard
us.
be-
Yeah, try
It's hard
mentioning me.
because the chat is so fast.
And Marvin says, some airline is cheap airline. Hope to see you there. Yeah, I mean, it's not likely, but yeah, it's always possible
mean,
that far
It's
off.
it's hard. It's difficult than other cons probably.
So how about you guys? Would you guys, like Tootsie, I'm curious, could you get to Galicon?
I probably could, but if you mean next year, absolutely not.
Yeah, me neither. But like
I'd
2020?
have to save up for years to do that.
Yeah, me too. Wow, lots of super chats today. Thank you very much, guys. Mathel, how do you-
HUF 400?
I think that is that
Everybody just likes
Hungarian?
giving you money.
Anyway, they say, "Yo, guys, glad to see you all together. Glad to see you too. Thanks for stopping by." This is actually there's a lot of people in the chat today, so this is probably a good time to be doing these little Q&A streams. I'll keep that in mind. And RD Mango asks, "Do I know Magic the Gathering?" I don't. Do you guys? No.
No, I don't know.
No, I play
that.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you really?
No, absolutely not.
And Nick asked about MLP ending next year. It does seem pretty likely. I think they all but confirmed it, didn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Took them long enough.
Well, they haven't actually confirmed it. They haven't announced it, but I think we'll know once season 9 comes around. It'll probably be advertised as the last season. But we'll
It's
find out.
funny because I think it was one of the writers that tweeted saying, talking about, because I guess people were talking or messaging them about the show ending, but they couldn't talk about the leaks, but they were just addressing it as rumors.
Yeah, I think someone kind of hinted at it, and they weren't supposed to. Maybe they deleted that tweet. I forget. And then, of course, we have Starlight saying the 9th season reference in the show itself. I think that's a pretty clear indicator. And
But there was a reference?
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the episode Road of Friendship
yeah,
and
she said
they
for
sing that
seasons yet to
song.
come, and then for 9 at
Yeah.
least.
for 9 at least.
For 9 at least. I have that quote stuck in my head. I've watched it over and over. What was that question? I got to scroll up. I just missed. I wish I could go to BronyCon before it ends, but I won't make it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be wishing they could have went.
There are other cons to check out though.
Yes, there are definitely other cons, a lot of smaller ones. Even I went to DerpyCon recently, and that's an anime
It's not-
con. And
Not a pony.
well, that's my point. Is you can go to geeky conventions. It doesn't have to be pony specifically, and you can meet up with bronies there. That's all I did at DerpyCon was just hang out with a few brony friends. So that was nice. And the Lost Narrator asked, "What are we gonna do after the show ends?" I don't know if much will change with me.
I'm gonna still watch other shows.
Yeah.
There's other shows I want to check out.
Maybe I'll get involved with
And
other
I can
fandoms.
still rewatch. I mean, we could still think of My Little Pony.
Yeah, like it's
There's
not
others. Yeah.
just because we're not getting new episodes. It's sad, but nothing's really changing. I have a backlog of episodes I can make videos on. It's a little sad to think about the top 10 pony video series. To think I'm going to be the last one holding that series. Most likely, it's going to be ending in years. I'm not saying anytime soon, but in years when things slow down, I don't know. It's going to be kind of sad to say goodbye to that. How about you guys? Anybody else hasn't answered? What are you going to do for the end of the show?
I don't know.
Have a party.
Have a
Maybe
party?
see how G5 is, and if I like that, then who knows?
I feel
Well,
like
thank you.
a lot of us are going to be using G5 as like a crutch. Like, oh, the show's ending, so we have to enjoy this
mean,
show.
We
No,
don't know
You
what
don't
it's
have
about,
to enjoy
honestly.
G5 if
So.
you don't like it, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out too,
yeah,
but I'm not expecting to like it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Solus asks, what's your favorite of the Young Six or Student Six? I don't know if I have one. How about you
Yo,
guys?
no!
Smolder.
Silver
Donut,
Stream.
Smolder, Silver. I don't know if I could pick. I guess Smolder maybe, just because that interaction with Spike is kind of nice. But even then, I don't really care for the Student Six. They're just whoa, what happened? We lost Tootsie.
Oh, Tootsie
yes,
died.
Tootsie.
Oh no, he's probably switching to his computer. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the students, but I don't
Okay,
hate
there
them
we
either.
go.
You know, oh,
There
there we
we
go. Oh, we
go.
can see his room now. Give us the tour.
Howdy. Sorry, I
Bye,
just got
Tootsie.
home.
You know, it's funny. I've never been a big fan of the younger characters in the show. Like even the CMC. The CMC are awesome, but like their episodes were just never really my favorite. I don't know how to describe it without sounding too negative, because it's not like I dislike them. But yeah.
You've always been negative.
Well, yeah. Speaking of negative, Tootsie.
Also, by the way, here's the pony thing I was talking about on my front porch.
Oh, it just came in that box.
Yep.
Well, that is actually really massive.
Yeah. Who's that for? Is that yours? That's your Christmas present?
No. I think it's for some nieces and nephews. Eh.
Marsta Gaming says, "Can you play Legends of Equestria on stream?" Actually, that's a good idea.
I mean,
we probably should have done that.
sometime-
Yeah, maybe
I
next
know,
month.
We
yeah.
need to do that
Yeah,
sometime.
maybe next month we could play it.
I totally forgot about that. That's a great idea, actually. Hopefully next month we'll try to get to that. Everything wrong with best GIF ever? That's a good question, RD Mangle. I'm not sure yet. I've been so busy with other videos and the normal monthly
Yeah.
videos. I would hope to get to it
I
eventually.
mean,
Yeah,
If you could do it as like a Christmas special next month. I mean,
that's a
just
great idea. Oh man, I would have to start working on that like now though. So maybe I will. And another super chat from Storm. Thank you very much. What is your second favorite pony, Little Shy? Derpy again. Derpy is first and second. No, I actually I don't think I have a second favorite. Do you guys?
Fluttershy.
What is
Second
what
favorite?
is Tootsie doing?
Oh wait, I wasn't even watching. What did he do? Where'd he go?
He
He
was like
disappeared.
looking for something,
He
and
just
then he ran
disappeared.
out of the room.
I missed it. Someone says play Minecraft. Oh, there's Tootsie. What's he doing? Tootsie, you know your webcam's
What?
on, right? We're watching your every move.
Well, my bad. I gotta open this package.
I'm just curious what's going on. Is it the
Oh,
pony?
we get a
Unboxing.
yeah.
I got my microphone and some RAM or more USB ports.
Oh, I was gonna say RAM. That's expensive right now. But
My
all right.
bad, USB ports.
There's a bunch of other questions. What MT2 Max about Article 13? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert, but from what I've heard, it sounds just like stupid. Like it's hard to believe that's gonna pass. Mr. Momobot says we should fight in glorious combat and them's fighting herds. I haven't
I'm
played.
down for
Oh
that.
yes.
I haven't played that
yes.
in a while either. I don't
You
think
know
we're-
what?
What?
I've still got it,
Yeah,
even though I haven't played in a long time.
that's another idea. Maybe we'll do a double gaming stream next month where we'll play LOE and
Yeah,
also
we'll do-
Them's fighting.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
think
be
we'll.
down for that.
I think today we'll just stick with the chat and focus on that, and then we'll kind of flip flop because last month I didn't really watch the chat at all. I was more just reacting to my own movie. Check out the description for a link to that. But we'll kind of flip flop between just talking to the chat and then also me doing or us doing whatever. All right. What Isabella Holmes asks, what's your favorite episode in the show? Like the whole show, and then also about season 8.
Oh.
I might be
well,
torn between the Candlelight Wedding and Cutie Map, the Starlight one, and then for season 8, what was Road to Friendship season 8?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that one. What
Yeah.
was another?
That's probably
and the-
one of my favorite episodes in the series.
And the Kieran one, right? So maybe it's between those
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
I think the best would have to be Top Bolt and What was the other one? Oh, the Moondancer one.
Oh yeah, I'm due to rewatch that. We'll perhaps check that out next watch-a-thon. But Mr. Witherd asked you coming to BabsCon 2019.
I
probably
want
not.
to. I mean, I loved BabsCon
Yeah.
back in 2017, but I
I've
felt
been
bad
to
about coming.
BabsCon twice. It's
I was about to
great.
say you were there
Here.
before, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Cool.
It was my very first convention, and I loved it.
Is that the one in Germany, or am I thinking of something
No.
else?
No, that's the one in San Francisco.
There's too many cons to keep track of, and here everyone's worried like the fandom's dying, BronyCon is ending. No, there's still a lot of cons. What are you doing,
Yes,
Tootsie?
I'm going to put on my new camera thingy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make you full screen. We're gonna watch you intently.
No, don't do that. 'cause
Give
I'm
us
gonna
like a
mess this up.
tutorial. How to
Yeah.
install
I
a
bought a
shotgun mic.
I bought a microphone for my camera.
It looks like
Make
a
my
gun,
life-
actually.
That's
If
what
you
I
Not a
thought.
gun, I swear.
kind of squint, it really looks like a gun if you kind of squint. No, don't do that. That looks horrible. It is called a shotgun mic after all.
I just gotta figure out how to put this on anyway.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I got a lot of fancy things that came with it.
EMS is Epic Animations. They say, what's your favorite muffin? Like, I don't know.
Chocolate chip.
It depends who makes it. It's not just about
Probably
the flavor.
chocolate chip too. That's so good.
Yeah,
Or
I think
double
I,
chocolate
Actually,
chip.
when I go to
I
work,
mean, like
they
a
all buy
chocolate
some
muffin with
chips.
chocolate chips.
yeah, I might go with that too. I think I walk to a store sometimes. They have like a chocolate muffin with some kind of like, is it cream cheese filling? It doesn't taste like cheese.
Oh,
It's just like
yeah.
really sweet. Yeah, that
I
sort of
don't
thing.
like cream cheese. honestly.
Oh snap! I got a free bag.
Oh, a free bag.
Oh hell yeah!
Boy, lots of
All right, this
questions.
actually does not help me.
What?
It's in Japanese or Chinese or whatever this is.
No, it's
Is it
Bulgarian.
only in that language? There's no English part of it.
You shouldn't need directions.
Okay, this part of the directions has English and not what I'm showing you, but the other side.
It should just like plug in, right? But anyway, another quick question from Empty Tomb is: any recommendations for your first PonyCon, like first time attending BronyCon, for example?
Oh.
Attend other conventions.
Save money.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
what I
Save
mean-
money so that you can save some money so that you can purchase like merch if you want to.
Yeah, pretty
and,
much.
and
What I
BronyCon
mean-
specifically is watch out for the street scammers in Baltimore. They can be pretty intense at times. They'll follow you around and beg for money, that sort of thing.
I would say go to a convention that isn't Pony first, just so you know what you're
What?
getting into.
I don't know about that though,
I
because
don't know about that.
Pony Convention's more welcoming and friendly, and I found BronyCon to always be a very good experience. Everyone's so nice and staff is helpful and all that. And then like DerpyCon felt a little less personal. No one really knew each other there. And also I did have a small problem with staff. Maybe I'll tell that story.
Do it.
Okay.
I want to hear this.
Well, the thing about DerpyCon, unlike every other convention I've been to, including HasCon, a bunch of BronyCons, PhillyCon, PonyCon in New Jersey, all these PonyCons, they did something different from DerpyCon, and that's you don't have to put your real full name on your badge. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. At DerpyCon, they put your real full name, your legal name, on your badge. And I was like, hey, can I like cover that up with my screen name? I'm a YouTuber. I don't want my full name out there. And they said, no, it's for insurance purposes. You have to have your name visible at all times.
Wow.
So that was a moment that was a little worrying because, you know, I'm a private person. I don't want that out there. So I just wore my badge flipped around the whole time. But, yeah, that was a bit of a problem because I wanted to just cover it with a flap. I wasn't trying to erase it or anything like that. I just, whatever. It wasn't a big deal, but it was something that concerned me at first. But thankfully, everything went well. You know, I met a lot of good friends. And let's see.
nice.
DerpyCon definitely looked really fun.
Well, it was only fun because I was hanging out with people I kind of already knew. There was, you know, Red Card, Achieve Hunter, Draconite was there, Brian from Rift Ponies. Like, there were a bunch of bronies I knew from there. But all the events and guests, I didn't know anything of that. And the vendor hall, I wanted to buy a pony item so badly. There was one person with some prints, but that was it. There was like no real pony merch there. Which, I mean, that's not a surprise. It's an anime convention. But yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't go to DerpyCon again, only because my interests are different than Anime Con, obviously. But yeah, it was
Can't
fun. overall.
believe you. You hated it because it wasn't Pony.
No, that's not the only reason. There was one other problem. Oh yeah, their website registration. You just input your credit card directly to their website. There was no PayPal or other payment processor, and I don't trust that. So
Wow.
that and the badge thing are probably the reasons I wouldn't go again. But yeah.
BronyCon, when they do it, you can't use PayPal
Well,
on
that's
their
through,
website.
that's through Eventbrite, which is a more well-known organization. DerpyCon is just derpycon.org or .com or whatever, and I don't know anything about them. I don't want them to have my credit card. But anyway, back to a couple questions. RD Mangle asks, how much
They
is
do-
it? How much does it cost to go to these conventions? That's How about you guys?
Very, depending on which one
It
you
depends
go
where you
to,
live.
It can be not very expensive to very expensive.
Yeah, what I do is BronyCon is the big one for me, but even that I drive to with my dad usually. We drive up from upstate New York down to Baltimore, and yeah, we just drive. But if you're flying, that's going to be a few hundred extra probably. And also, most of the cons, actually all the cons, including BronyCon, it's been in the Northeast. We drive to them, so I have yet to actually fly to a con. Hopefully, maybe after BronyCon, I can put that money towards Everfree or something like that. But yeah, it varies. It can be cheap. You can go for the day. You can get a discounted badge. I think we went to HasCon for like $30 or something like that, as opposed to probably the hundreds. So yeah, it depends. That's the real answer.
So I know I've been to BabsCon twice, but because I live 8 hours away, I had to fly there,
Oh wow.
which thankfully was super cheap. Like I think it was like $75 each way.
Wow. Yeah, that's not too bad.
So yeah, it's not that bad, at least for me.
BronyCon for me, depending on if I have a hotel with a few friends, the plane ticket can be between $300 to $500 because I live in Oklahoma.
So it's the hotel that gets you then, right? It's probably.
Oh yeah, the hotel ruins it. The hotel and the registration ruin it. Like the plane ticket I can easily get, but the hotel and everything else just kills it.
My first convention, I had a bad experience. It was, well, not really bad. It was BronyCon 2012, and we got a hotel really far away because it was cheap, and like the drive to the convention center was like half an hour, if not more. So ever since then, I've been dead set on getting a closer hotel. In this case, the Hilton, which is connected, and it's a lot more money. And the Hilton is kind of horrible to deal with. They're we've always had problems every year, but we still go there every year because it's so much more convenient. I guess that's what you're paying the price for, is the convenience. The Hilton, there's your tip if you're wondering about BronyCon. The Hilton Hotel is connected to the convention center, so you can just park your car in the parking garage and stay in the Hilton and convention center for the entire duration. You never have to even leave. And that's how I do it. But a lot of people like to explore Baltimore. That's personal preference, I guess.
Baltimore's terrible.
All right, Laxi asks, who's your favorite pony? Mine, I hope is obvious at this point. It's obviously Diamond
It's a little
Tiara.
obvious. Diamond Tiara.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Thorax.
Obviously.
Starlight.
Starlight? Oh, okay.
Thorax is better.
All right. Any suggestions for the best cons in Carolinas? Afraid not. I'm not a big con guy, to be honest. I just go to a few in the Northeast that are pony related usually. And hello, Atomic Geek.
I think I feel dumb because I have no idea what I am doing with these directions.
Does that just attach and plug in? Why don't you tell us?
I wish.
What are you doing, Tootsie? Tell the stream.
It's telling me to open the battery compartment and correctly install the battery according to the marks of positive and negative polar. But problem is, I don't know where the battery thing is.
You can boil that down to just put the batteries in.
I thought it connected to the camera. I'm confused on this.
No, you gotta. The microphone needs power, and the camera doesn't supply that power. So yeah, you gotta pop some batteries in. It's probably like double A's or triple A's.
Well, don't focus on me. Focus on all
right.
the rest of you guys. I don't want to look like an idiot if I break something here.
All right. All the more reason to
No,
focus.
let's all focus on.
But don't worry, I'm still looking at the chat. I see the chat.
Okay, that's good. EMS is Epic asks, who's your favorite princess? That's a good question.
Luna!
Yep, Luna.
Cadence.
Cadence?
Cadence.
Wait, all right, you're the odd one out now, Tootsie. You have to defend yourself. Why Cadence?
Because she's so underrated. We get the Princess of Love. Who cares about the Princess of the Night who had a depressing backstory? Celestia I like because she had to make a really hard decision with her sister. What else? Oh, Twilight. I guess I can also say Twilight because I like her. But Cadence, I feel like she does not get enough love at all.
What about McFlurry?
Gotta get McFlurry some love.
I don't know if your
gonna
camera.
ignore what
I don't know
you
if your
just
camera froze or if you're just staring at me like that for a few
I'm just going to
seconds.
ignore what you just said. Flurry does not count.
What about Princess Starlight Glimmer?
Please,
Spoiler
please
alert.
stop. You're hurting me right
Is
now.
it a spoiler? I don't even know that.
No, it's not.
It
I
shouldn't be a
don't know.
spoiler. I don't know if that's happening.
I hope not.
That'd be funny if someone just said, spoiler!
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening for the record. It's not a spoiler. I don't know. And Raymond asked about the MLP in a Nutshell videos by Round Trip. I've seen a few. I haven't been like watching every single one of them. But how do you guys feel about that series?
I don't know. I
I
really
haven't seen it.
very many of them. We need to go and watch them all.
Yeah, you haven't seen any, Tootsie?
Nope.
They've been hard for me to avoid. They keep popping up for me.
They pop up for me, but I don't watch them. It's not because I don't hate the guy at all, but I don't know. When I was doing a Pony Facts video, I showed Mr. the script I wanted to do, and he's just like, oh, this is like the in a nutshell video. It's like, what? It's like, well, time to throw that out.
Yeah, I like the premise. It's simple. I guess maybe I think the round trip videos have a similar problem to what my Sins videos had early on, and it's a little bit of oversaturation. Like seeing a whole bunch of round trips videos pop up. I think he does 2 or 3 in a month sometimes, and that's just like too much. I don't feel like watching all those videos. They're kind of similar. And I went through the same thing with my Sins videos. I was doing them like once a week, and people were saying, "Oh, this again? Why is EQD still posting these? This is getting old." So I actually scaled back, and I kind of started doing them less frequently, about once a month. And that seems to have worked out for me. Maybe that's what Round Trip has to do. I don't really know. I haven't been watching his recent ones. He did that. I know he did that giant collab where he got a bunch of OCs. Stuff like, that's cool.
At a convention, that looked like fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not hating on him.
Alicorn?
How many alicorns? I'm not sure. Oh, here's a question. This is an interesting one. Vinyl Scratch says, "Who is the best male character in the show?"
Thorax.
Thorax.
Thorax and
Spike's a good
Spike.
one. Yeah.
Spike is also really good.
No Big Mac.
Okay.
Big Mac used to be like the Stallion. He was like the only male character for a while.
He's in a relationship now. Remember?
Oh yeah, you can't. Wait, what?
He
does that
doesn't
do with
count
it?
anymore. He doesn't count anymore, and I am going to break my camera.
Don't break your camera. If you do, let us know so I can go full screen first. I want to see you break
Okay.
your. I want to see you break your
True.
camera.
True friend right there.
We'll just zoom in on that.
Like, oh, you're gonna hurt yourself? Let me get my camera.
we started streaming while you were driving. That could have been bad. It's like, oh,
Hey,
you're on the road driving like a maniac. Let's go live.
I'm a good driver. Okay.
Yeah, all right, that's good to hear.
I even applied for a job that required me to drive, so
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
Oh, I just realized I covered myself with Derpy. I'll just leave that there. You don't have to see my face. Just look at Derpy.
I mean, we can see your face.
No, I
but-
have to like hide behind her as she's dancing.
There you go.
Oh, what? Did you get it installed?
Nope. I put something on my tripod to keep the stream happy.
Oh, I see it now. Solus
Oh.
says Gallus' best cat burb.
Cat burb.
I don't know. I'm not really sold on Gallus or any of
I
the
like
three.
like Gabby more. than
Oh yeah, Gabby was a fun
Gallus.
character. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like-
she
I wanna
was.
see her
She was
again.
she was the best version of Pinkie Pie we ever had.
We have gotten a few versions of Pinkie Pie. That's
Oh,
true.
and Skystar and Silverstream.
Yeah. That's an easy character to write for, I guess.
Eh.
Wait,
think I'm
Jeff Lex
done.
has a weird question. I think it's like whatever. They say, any tips and advice if there's a pony at my door right now? Why? Okay, I gotta ask. Why does this question come up so often? People like say, "There's a pony behind you. What do?" Or "There's a pony at your front door. What would you do?" It's like I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds like whenever I hear that
I've
question,
seen
I
the
just think of the
questions
version
so
of
many
4chan.
Oh,
This is crazy.
yeah.
I think of the stuff from 4chan. It's like there's a pony behind me. What do?
Oh, that is like a 4chan meme. But I'm specifically thinking of like the more imaginative children that ask that kind of question. All right, another one. Yeah, I think I answered you before, Blue. I don't really know anything about the Caroliners, or I'm not a con guy in general, so I'm not a con man.
I went to one con. I'm a professional expert.
Yeah. Apple Juice says there's a Derpy in real life. What? I don't know. So yeah, Isabella, we have. Who's your favorite pony? That's like the classic question. I think we've answered already. Mine, of course, is Derpy.
Yeah, are we talking about the main 6 or a character out of all?
All of them, I think. Yeah. Mine kind of cycles. Like between the main 6, I kind of, again, it cycles. Can't just.
For
pick
me,
one.
it's only a big debate between 2 of them, just because I like them both the same. Is Thorax and Spike.
Interesting. That's telling. No. They're both very
Dude, I
timid.
like Spike. Spike does not get enough love. I'm sorry.
I like Spike, but I don't like his episodes. Does that make any sense?
I understand that. Like, I love Spike to death, but his episodes suck. Like, I'm turning into that one guy who's obsessed with Spike.
No, don't. He might be here. But all right, more questions. When Mr. Mumblebot asked about the next anthology, I'm not a coordinator on that. I am part of anthology, which is like an honor, but I'm not part of its release. I don't know when it's coming out.
My guess is probably next year.
Probably
around
BronyCon.
BronyCon.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
BronyCon.
I think it might be in time for the last BronyCon.
Yeah, I
maybe.
think that's the goal. But again, I can't speak officially on that. Favorite
Don't
changeling.
quote us on anything.
EMS says
tell
favorite
us.
changeling. I think that's easy for Tootsie to answer.
Thorax and Ferrex.
Wait, yeah, is there really an other? Kevin. Kevin's my favorite changeling.
Kevin.
That was the
Kevin's best.
That was the changeling, I think, at the wedding for the 100th episode. Was that was his name? And then the Interplay cards
so.
named him Kevin or whatever.
Yep, it wasn't even Thorax. It was Kevin.
Well, Well, it might have been Thorax for all we know. Actually, that makes more sense. I think the Kevin canon is B canon, so you could consider that was Thorax as A canon. I don't.
That was.
Is there a way to tell them apart? I'm wondering now if that was Thorax in the audience.
I'm striking this up.
Noisy Cycle asks, "What's your favorite season so far?" I'm torn between 4 and 5, probably.
5 is the best.
5 is
Yeah.
the best.
5 was when the show was good.
Seamus McAllister asks about your opinions on Brad. I assume we're talking about Flash Sentry.
You don't
Well,
talk about
honestly,
Brad
honestly, he sounds like a nice guy, but I don't know. At first he was like the stereotypical boyfriend,
Yeah.
cool guy.
Has he developed
But
since
like,
then?
I don't
Absolutely.
know. He's become
Yeah.
forgettable ever since Twilight never came back, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't been following Equestria Girls at all, so I have no idea if they did anything with him.
He's been forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
What-
the hot
Honestly,
guy.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, I would like
He's
to
the
see
hot guy
more
in
Flash.
school that flirts with you but doesn't do anything with you.
Yunko Hart asks about. Oh, someone's drilling. They asked about your hopes for. That's looking down the road. Hopes for G6.
Jeez,
Maybe they'll
like, really?
alternate.
I think
G-
I might
That's
be
a
thinking
little
of
far
it
into the
too far
future.
into the
Unless
future.
don't
Generation
know any-
5 really flops that bad.
Yeah, maybe G5 will be terrible, G6 will be good, then G7 will be terrible, and we'll be like 90 years old. Oh, I can't wait for G12.
Can't wait for G13. G14 was the best.
yeah, not as good as G4.
I don't know. I thought G1 was all right.
Dyslexic lag. I like your name. It looks like it makes me feel like dyslexic reading your name. But anyway, they say, do you have a car and what's the model? I don't have a car.
I do
but
have a car.
Yeah, how
I
about you
do have
guys?
a car.
I do not have a car.
I have a Honda Fit. and
Nice.
it's-
That depends. Are you trying to steal it?
I don't steal it.
Yeah,
I know.
Tootsie, tell us your bumper sticker story.
Which one?
The RuneScape thing. That was kind of
Oh.
cool. Well, you have a couple, don't you? I know. Tootsie, all right, so
One of them-
I'll just explain it. Tootsie's car is famous on Facebook, I think, or at least it was.
It's not famous on Facebook. It's famous in the RuneScape community.
But I thought it was on Facebook.
It was.
Anyway, he has RuneScape bumper stickers. Someone took a picture and it went a little bit small. Would you call it viral?
I call it small
Yeah.
viral.
Small viral. It's only a minor infection. You'll get
The
over
weirdest
it.
part about that is like one of the guys. Okay, I was driving home from work, and I get into my driveway. I get out of my car. I'm like half dead right now, and a truck pulls up behind me. I'm like, oh god.
He's gonna
He
beat you
gets
up.
out. No, he's like this big truck this guy gets out of his car. I'm like, oh god, did I hit him by accident? Did I do something to piss him off? Am I gonna get shot? What is this?
It's Oklahoma. You're gonna
And-
get shot.
No, he's like, hey, can I take a picture of your bumper stickers? It's like, sure.
So that was just for
Until you-
RuneScape. You didn't have any pony bumper stickers then?
No, I actually do have 3 pony bumper stickers coming in.
Oh, cool. And by the way, I
Yep.
got to interrupt. Raymond Penland, thank you very much for the super chat. They say season 9 is rumored to have Grogar as an antagonist, who is a necromancer. How dark do you think the show will get if this is true?
Oh my gosh, I think I
Oh
broke.
man,
Grogar, was that the first episode of G1?
that
who
was
I'm
a
thinking of?
G1 character.
Was it the first episode of G1?
I have no
Something
idea.
Midnight
I don't
Castle?
know. I don't-
Oh man.
A
Okay, I'll be
necromancer.
right back.
Necromancy sounds pretty dark for a TV cartoon. Yeah, I'm curious what they'll do with that. I thought, what's his name? T-Rex brother is going to be in season 9. That was kind of my assumption. What is his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I know it.
Scorpan.
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 Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I mean, there's a lot of things they could do. Scorpan, you mentioned Grogar. Of course, Cozy Glow.
I mean, Grogar was mentioned in the show.
It was?
Cozy Glow is not a villain. She sucks.
Wait, is Grogar... Who's Grogar in G4?
I don't remember what he's
I
called.
gotta Google it because it sounds familiar.
I
It's that character. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was-
completely forgot.
I was thinking of the Griffinstone thing, but that's something else.
The Griffinstone.
Yeah, what would... I don't know. There's a lot of loose ends the show has to tie up. Like, if they introduce a whole new thing like Grogar, that would just get confusing. I want to see a nice bow on the end of Cozy Glow and T-Rex and even maybe Starlight becoming a princess. I'm still calling it. It's probably going to happen.
Please no. I'll be
That'd
gone. I'll be
be
like, I'm
amazing.
done.
What's interesting, though, is we'll know right from the first episode of Season 9. If Season 9, first episode, premiere, is about Starlight Glimmer, I guarantee she'll be a princess by the end. If it's not
I mean,
about her...
She was useless in the finale. So.
That's true. Yeah, she was just captured and she was missing the whole time. Yeah, I'm not a fan
No,
of the season 8
this,
finale.
This season will focus the first 5 minutes. They'll be referencing the Christmas special. Like, hey, remember the special? Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, remember that gift we
That
got you?
reminds me.
They'll just interrupt the action scene and talk about the Christmas.
That reminds
special.
me. I need to.
What? What are you doing?
Tomorrow, I gotta watch the Christmas special.
Oh, you haven't even seen it yet?
Nope.
Oh,
Only thing I know about it is the pudding meme.
Oh. And speaking of season 8, ERMS is Epic Animation says, what are your thoughts on Cozy Glow as a villain?
So
It was predictable from the start.
Really?
Honestly.
I like
She's
Cozy.
I didn't think it was predictable.
I like
pretty
Cozy
much
Glow as a
knew she
villain.
I pretty much knew she was a villain. Her plan was like kind of manipulative.
Well,
But
yeah.
I mean, her goal was just confusing.
I think we were suspicious of her pretty early on, but we didn't really know what her motive was. And the problem is, neither does the show. The show doesn't really have a motive for her either. She just wanted to take over the school. That's like the stupidest thing ever.
That is
But-
so stupid.
Yeah, but so, all right, I mentioned this before. I'll mention it again because I'm curious to hear you guys react and your input on this. I'm talking to the chat now, and you guys, of course. But so Cozy Glow's goal was to drain all the magic in Equestria, right? That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But why did she do all that? She wasn't taking it for herself. She wasn't giving herself power or whatever. She was just robbing everyone of their magic and reducing them back to Earth ponies or lesser than Earth ponies, all with the goal of taking over this school.
All the magic is probably going to another Equestria Girls movie. It'll be explained.
Oh no, you could be right. Maybe that was going somewhere. No, because Cozy Glow's motive makes no sense at all. If she was taking the magic for herself, it's fine. It's like T-Rex, you know? But she wasn't. She was just getting rid of the magic and going to take over the school. That's so stupid. Someone explain this to me. I must be missing something obvious. I have to be missing something.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It was
it's
pretty
really
dumb.
confusing.
So Isabella says, what do you think of Cozy Glow when she was first introduced? At that time, I just thought she was a one-off character like, what's her name, Gabby. But
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
we
she-
saw more of Cozy, that's when we started to get more suspicious.
Like,
Yeah.
yep, she's definitely evil. They
Yeah.
would make the country hillbilly girl evil.
I thought for sure she was Naysayer's daughter or something. Because even that, she doesn't like Naysayer, and yet they had so much in common. Like they're both racist, or no, Cozy was manipulating the racist aspect. Like it makes no sense. I feel like there has to be something more here that didn't make it into the final cut or something that would have tied it all together. I don't know. It's weird. Season 8 was just weird overall. It made no sense.
Yeah.
And Atomic is calling the Christmas special season 9 episode 0.
You could you could
Wait, does
either
that mean,
think of it as you
does
could
that
either
mean My
think of that
Little
as
Pony, the
season
movie
8
is like-
episode 26 or season 9 episode 0, whichever is better.
As much as I would consider it an episode because of the way it was written, it just didn't feel like epic like a movie. But I would consider it an episode. I wouldn't call it part of any season. I think I saw it
Does
like.
that mean-
Yeah, I don't know.
Does that mean the My Little Pony movie is like season
Well-
8.0?
Well, the movie's obviously different. You know, it's more cinematic and epic.
But
and
it's canon!
it feels a little more like a movie. But the Christmas
But it's
special was just a long episode, which was a little bit disappointing, but it wasn't horrible either.
I really like that.
Where'd Tootsie go? We lost him.
No, I'm back. Sorry, I was doing a few things.
Anyway, EMS's Epic Animation says, "What's your favorite MLP unicorn?" Can we not say Twilight because she's an alicorn?
Starlight.
Starlight? I don't know. I'm torn. I can't pick one. I like even Rarity. Rarity's pretty cool. Who else is there?
Vinyl.
Vinyl. Yeah. I can't. I don't have a favorite unicorn. I gotta wonder. These are common questions. Do some people just have like a list? These are my favorite unicorns. These are my favorite Pegasi. These are my favorite princesses. It's like,
This
you
is
have
my
a-
favorite fan fiction.
Yeah, favorite fan fiction. Oh man, I've been getting messages like that after my reading dumb comments video. Someone actually asked me to read their fan fiction. I'm like, are you kidding right now? Are you making a joke for the next video? Like, there is no next video,
Really?
and I think they were serious. It's like, okay, maybe some
Better
other
than the
time.
message that I showed you, was it a few days ago?
Wait, what message did you show me?
The one that I took from, or that I screenshot from Skype.
I don't remember that.
I sent it to you.
I have a bad memory. When was this? Just can you tell us? Is
It
there a
was
story
Wednesday,
to tell?
actually. It was Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Is there a
Yeah, I
story?
sent
to
you
tell?
I sent you a screenshot of a guy from Skype, and even you said it's definitely a 12-year-old.
Oh, was that someone who's like emotional and wanted attention? I think that's pretty common too. Yeah, I remember that now vaguely. All right, so someone else, Patrick Robery asks, "How would you end the show yourself in season 9?" Is what they're asking, and
A giant fight.
Kill everyone.
The main characters and all the villains.
I think
just
that's what
be
they're
one
gonna do,
giant
though.
guy.
Isn't that kind of implied with Tartarus? All those villains in Tartarus are gonna be reformed. I think that's painfully obvious. As much as I don't want it to happen, they're gonna have to go toe to toe with all of them or something. There, I'm not really sure myself.
Kill everyone off.
Well, the other guy said Grogar. I don't know about Grogar. I don't know if that was confirmed or whatever. But if he's in the show in season 9 and he's a necromancer, what if we actually get some deaths in the show? And when you think of deaths in the show, bringing back dead ponies, who's the first that comes to mind?
I mentioned this
Sombra.
before, but I'm
No.
like, I had the thought that what if their homes, all of the main six's homes were destroyed? Like, what if Ponyville
Little
was
House on the Prairie.
destroyed or something?
Oh, I got one. Applejack's parents.
That's what I'm saying, Tootsie. That's what I'm saying.
God.
If you were to bring back any pony from the dead, the first thought would be Applejack's parents, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But the question is, can they go there? Because they haven't even really said they're dead. They just heavily implied it. I don't know if they can
They
go.
went to go get ice cream and never returned.
Imagine if season 9 was TVY7 and they went a little further with stuff like that. That'd be interesting. Because it's the last season. Why not, right? It's like, what do you have to lose?
Do you think Hasbro would have what's the word for it? Do you think they would actually let them go all the way, kind of like how Disney did with the final season or the final episode of Gravity Falls?
Well, was Gravity Falls always TVY7, right?
Yeah.
Was that TVY7 too? I don't know the episode ratings.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the show. I really feel like season 9 is a great excuse for them to go all the way, get a TVY7 rating, maybe talk about death or whatever, and also, mention Derpy by name. Like, what do they have to lose? Who's going to sue them over a show that's ending? Like, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm hoping, I actually tweeted this, I'm hoping some big thing happens in the season 9 finale, end the show, and just before the credits roll, Derpy crashes into them or something, does something silly, and Rainbow Dash yells out, "Now careful, Derpy!" And then we fade to credits. Like, that'd be the perfect ending. Just the last word being Derpy's name. That'd be the perfect send-off.
That would be pretty interesting, though.
And Seamus McAllister, you say that I said I wouldn't do another reading dumb comments video. I haven't done another reading dumb comments video. I did a reading dumb
This
messages.
is a reading dumb messages.
Yes,
That's
there's always a loophole.
Same thing. Same thing.
No, it's not the same. No, YouTube comments are very different from private messages. A whole different demographic of people privately message you. Oh, we lost your feed, Brandon, by the way.
I know. My camera froze again, and I don't know why.
All right. And someone says, hello from Spain. Hello. You have an idea from MLP?
Oh, is this working again?
Yep, we see you.
Yes, it's working.
Okay.
Okay, I think I have to do something.
Nick SpongeBob Personal says, do I like ships? Who's your favorite? Friendship is best ship. I'm not a shipper.
I mean, my favorite ship is an actual relationship. Parabutter and Bright Mech.
Yeah, that's a given.
I mean, if I had to pick a ship,
It's
like a
canon!
friendship, if I had to pick a ship, it would be like Starlight and Trixie. That's a nice ship.
But, yeah, I guess I can see that working. I like their friendship too, though. I don't know. I don't like shipping
Mike
in
is
general.
Mulder.
Even that kind of would work too. I don't know about their age difference though. Is Spike still a
Or,
baby?
Vinyl and Octavia.
I see them
because
both
they
as
live in
the same age.
House.
Yeah.
I see them both as the same age.
I mean, the most popular is probably Lyra and Bon Bon.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
think that
ship.
one's all but confirmed with like episode 100
Pretty
kind of.
much.
How would they confirm that? It's like, oh, these
Oh.
two just kissed on screen or something.
Fluttercord. That's another ship. I
Oh
like.
yeah, Fluttershy and that's another weird one where it's like kind of implied.
That is a
but not.
very weird
Like
one.
they had to like deny it on Twitter, I think, even though the show kind of makes it pretty obvious. I don't really know.
Kinda, yeah.
Wait, they made a joke about that in
Yeah,
did
in
they?
the breakup breakdown when Spike said, I mean, you don't have tea with
You don't-
Fluttershy every weekend just because you
Ah.
like tea.
That's true. That implies a little more in friendship. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think the best part was how Spike said that. And I was like, even Discord was like, but I do like her tea.
Yeah. All right, and Bill Cipher says, "What do you think they'll do for episode 200?"
Nothing.
They're gonna be in episode 200.
Yeah, it's in season 9.
Or should be.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do anything.
No, they have to do something. But the
They-
difference
Have
here is,
Larson write an episode again.
oh, I hope they bring back Larson for season 9, even if it's just for one episode. That'd be great. That would be too good of a thing for Hasbro to do. So I know they can't do that.
Have Larson write the finale.
The whole season. Have him back on
Yeah.
a story editor.
Actually, have Lauren Faust write the finale.
No, Lauren Faust has been out of ponies for.
I mean,
I know, but
Lauren
just
still,
imagine
Lauren
it. It would
still,
be interesting.
I mean,
She
Lauren
started
still
the
says,
book. She started the
Well-
show. Might as well end it.
Lauren still attends conventions, but aside from that,
But
I don't know.
she hasn't even been watching the show. I don't think. I think she kind of hates what Hasbro's
Oh
done
yeah,
with it.
there was a tweet that someone said about Spike getting wings, and Lauren's like,
Spike has
wings.
That's the best. That's the best tweet ever. I'm like, do retweet that again soon.
Think it's perfect.
Yeah, so it is kind of sad. I bet Lauren's pretty upset about what Hasbro's done. I remember when she reacted to Equestria Girls, and
Oh yeah.
a lot of people don't realize this. That was like a personal attack on Lauren Faust, because when Hasbro asked Lauren Faust to make My Little Pony, the pony, the show we all know and love, she was going there to pitch her own show, Milky Way and the Galaxy Girls or whatever, and they were like that. They were like the dolls with long legs, I think, and
Yeah.
that branding or whatever. They were dolls basically. Okay, they were dolls with a TV show, and Hasbro said, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to make dolls. We want to make My Little Pony again. And Lauren Faust was like, sure, I'll make My Little Pony. And then they had their creative differences, and Lauren left. And then here we are with Equestria Girls. They're dolls. Same thing. Hasbro turned down Lauren Faust for. It's just such a stupid decision. They could have done both. Bring back My Little Pony, and then when
it did.
when
it did bring us.
when they want to enter the toy market for dolls, they could have just brought back Lauren for that. But maybe they had a really bad falling out or something. I don't know what their professional relationship is.
The only good thing was Sunset. It's the only good thing from the Equestria Girls.
I don't remember anything good about Sunset. I guess maybe there's more development from her now these days. I haven't been following it. Well, everyone's talking about Gravity Falls still. I was making the TVY7 comparison. Gravity Falls and My Little Pony aren't meant for the same demographic, though. Gravity Falls is a little bit older, and ponies are still for little kids, little babies.
Hasbro isn't the same as Disney.
Yeah. And no, Emmanuel, I haven't done any commercials.
Imagine if you did commercials. You would be like a good narrator or announcer for commercials.
My thing when it comes to voiceover or video making is it's not a matter of skill, it's a matter of how much time you spend it.
Tootsie's dead.
Yeah, we lost Tootsie. But I might, if I have like a minute long recording, it'll take me like an hour just to do it because it'll be trial and error. So I'm not really suited for that sort of thing. But EMS, another question. What's your thoughts on Spike getting wings?
I like him. But I mean, I'm not gonna get used to him.
I like the idea of Spike growing up, but I feel like they should have just made him a little
Why
bit taller.
not just make him taller,
Yeah.
or like give him puberty, or like give his voice deeper or something?
Yeah, they kind of did play around with the puberty aspect, but they kind of didn't. I don't know. I'm not against him getting wings either.
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that Gumball episode where they get puberty, but they end up being kids, just having kids anyway. Like they're gonna be kids forever.
Yeah.
Like that reminds me of Spike.
I think the Spike thing just happened too suddenly, and it was a missed opportunity. They could have changed his character model, make it just a little bit taller. Just kind of imply he's not a baby anymore. Is he the same model as the baby from season 1?
No.
Like they actually call him a baby dragon.
He's a little bigger.
Yeah. Oh, did he get bigger?
I mean, like when he was a baby to when he was.
No, I mean like season 1, episode 1. You are a baby dragon after all, I think she says.
That was like 8 years ago.
Yeah. So he hasn't really grown since then, but he has. It's implied he has, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of both. And
maybe he'll grow up to be more mature.
Maybe. Oh, do we have Tootsie back?
Yeah, sorry about that. Internet crapped out for some reason.
Oh no, I'm worried mine's gonna crap out. I was having problems myself earlier.
I know. I was afraid of like, oh crap, is this gonna be my internet or his internet?
Yeah, could be either. Captain Venom says, "What do you think about Derpy getting a horn?" And I like how you say getting a horn and not say becoming an alicorn.
To be honest, there was one episode where she was an alicorn.
She was, wasn't she dreaming about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was she an alicorn, or did she just have bigger wings?
No, she just had a crown and the Twycane. That's
was she actually an alicorn though? I gotta look it up.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
But there was the what was it, Scaremaster, where she was dressed up as Twilight.
I have the picture pulled up now, and I don't see a horn, but it could be underneath the crown. Anyway. Oh yeah, she's dressed up as Twilight. She's a good cosplayer. Remember the first Nightmare Night, she was just paper bags.
Or the Stranger Than Fanfiction episode where she dressed up, cosplayed as Cavalaran?
Yeah, like it was just like boxes or whatever, right?
It's just a box.
Yeah, Derpy's a good cosplayer. Someone keeps asking, do I know Citra 360? I don't know him personally. I think. Well.
Oh, he's an artist.
Yeah, that's their art right there.
I have some of his art on my walls.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't know him personally, but yeah, they're a good artist. And Captain, maybe this is a question for Jessica. How powerful do you think Twilight is compared to? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they said Steven Universe. They said other universe magic users. I don't know what that means. I thought they said Steven Universe.
That would have been my question because I'm a
Yeah.
huge.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Tootsie
sure what you
fan.
mean, Captain, by compared to
Oh
other
no,
Universe
you
Magic
lost
users.
Tootsie again.
Yep, Tootsie keeps coming in and out. Oh.
I mean, if you guys have any questions for me about Steven Universe,
Yeah. I don't know
Happy
anything about
answering.
Steven Universe, but Jessica can answer those questions.
I'm so happy Steven Universe is getting new episodes again.
Oh yeah, they're coming back in December.
What's
Well,
Steven
happy
Universe?
about
Sonic.
What's Steven
Get out of the
Universe?
call. Get out of the call, Tootsie.
No, I don't
Definitely
even know
Mike.
anything about that. I think
It's
I saw.
from-
I think I saw part of an episode and I didn't understand it. It was about some kid that had like 3 beautiful women following him around.
They're like his moms ish.
Moms? Oh
Because-
boy.
They're like
Moms?
his moms ish because his real mom is gone.
Well, that's
And
depressing.
He has gem powers. He's half human, half gem.
So is that one TVY7?
Yeah,
Okay.
like, it does have some
Yeah.
good. It has some good like deep messages, like gay marriage, like so many. I
Is
don't
that
know which one.
it?
I mean, I don't know what else. Like,
Uh.
I guess fusion is kind of like sex, but not really.
Really?
I don't know.
That's-
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's what most people think.
Huh, I never thought about I didn't know that. And so
Oh,
Seamus,
Nick-
yeah, you actually have
hi,
a question.
Oh,
What?
what question?
They say, well, who's your favorite gem, including fusions?
Peridot or Lapis. They're both great. I ship them, but I guess Peridot is really good. I love her so much. I also like Garnet. And
Wait, I have to interrupt. Tootsie, what are you doing?
I bought these and I might as well get rid of them, so I'm just trying to drink it.
Every time you take a sip, you have like a scowl on your face. Like, why am I drinking this?
Because it's like drinking. I don't even know. It's like drinking just cherry water. That's it.
It's sugar water, yeah.
Yeah,
can
it's
you
not good at all. Rainbow Dash should not taste like that.
see. Oh, I guess you can't quite see. I have my drinks. Oh, right here. I can't point.
You have
Right
that.
there. Can you see that, Tootsie?
Right.
Let me see. What?
Right
Oh.
there. Hard to point.
Are they
backwards.
actually
Oh,
open
no.
or?
One's open, 2 are full. I haven't opened 2 of them.
Well, I hate to leave you guys, but
Huh.
I have to be on my way to work now.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye,
Thanks for joining
American
us.
Mac and
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Garnet.
We are
I'm
probably
sorry.
gonna wrap up the call in a few minutes. It's been almost an hour now, so excuse me. Any last questions? Farmer asks, what other mythical creatures would you like to see in the show?
It's not a mythical creature, but I want to see a llama.
A llama?
That's all I want to. A llama.
Have
That's
we?
all I want to see.
We haven't seen any llamas.
No, we saw a giraffe. We saw cows.
Yeah.
We've seen sheep. I have not seen a llama, and I'm upset. I
That's
want to
true.
see a llama.
I think for me, I want to see vampires and not a vampire pony.
Vampires.
Yeah,
Like
not a
actual
vampire
blood-sucking ponies.
Yep.
I guess the bat pony is close as we can get as a vampire.
Yeah, I think Flutterbat is pretty darn close, even if it's not blood. Obviously,
I know,
Why-
but I
it
want-
wouldn't be.
Uh-oh. No, don't come in here.
Oh, something's going on.
No. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye, guys.
All right, I suppose it's a good place to wrap things up. Wait, do you have to go, Tootsie?
No, we're good. We're good. Trust me, we're
It's
good.
just
Sorry
his
about
mom
that.
is
I
embarrassing
apologize.
him.
Yeah, no, okay. The joke is we have a Tootsie drinking game. We don't actually drink, so just drink water or whatever. But the Tootsie drinking game is every time his mother comes in, take a sip. Every time he chokes on something, take a sip. Every time he's in his car speeding, take a sip. What else do we have, Tootsie?
Whenever he's talking
First
about
of all, I don't-
We're gonna have
see.
bingo soon in this one stream.
Yeah, they're so mean to me.
You're so memeable. Should we just browse Tootsie memes for the rest of the stream?
Please
Oh.
no. Please no.
I was
I
expecting
will
more.
open up my.
Yeah.
I'll open up my Little Shy folder.
Yeah, I was about to say I was expecting more Little Shy memes after my my recent video.
I made like 5.
Only 5. I have like 30 Tootsie memes.
I'm gonna make more.
I'll trade you
don't
2
worry.
Tootsie memes for 1 Little Shy meme. All right, back to
That
a
is
couple
fine.
questions. I'm sorry, I've been overlooking for a moment, but Fiery the Spartan asks, have I been on a train before? I haven't been on a train. How about you guys?
Oh, I've been on a train. I went on a train from Baltimore to New York.
Was that for after BronyCon? I'm guessing.
That was after BronyCon. Yeah, we
Oh, yeah.
went to a train station. Went from Baltimore to
I
New York.
think I was on like a novelty train ride as a kid or whatever. It doesn't really count though. It was like
I also went on a train in Arizona. That
Oh,
was good.
I haven't been on a train.
all right. Oh, Bill Cipher asks, will we see another Sonic Rainboom from Rainbow Dash?
Yeah, just start probably.
I hope we
Yeah,
see
no.
something.
I mean, like in season 8, it's like the Sonic Rainboom is just
it was a big deal.
it was a big deal, but now it's just a thing.
Yeah.
She
You
can
can't
do.
top the one she did in the movie.
that was a good one.
All right. Anything else? What time is it where you are right now? Here it's about almost 5:30.
It's almost 2:30
Yeah.
for me.
Tootsie?
Almost 4:30.
Yeah, Tootsie's right in the middle. It's like we got the whole spectrum of America here.
Yay.
So Nick
Oh
SpongeBob asked, "Do you like Maud Pie?" Yeah, I like Maud Pie.
I love Maud.
I like her character. It's simple. A lot of the characters in the show are simple, but I like that. What would you call Maud? Quiet? That doesn't quite cover it.
Bland.
No, she's not bland because she
Different.
has interests. She likes rocks. She has like a pet rock. She has a boyfriend. You know, like she
Well,
has
Staple,
stuff.
I think this is a theory that I made up, but I think she has autism. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
I mean,
because
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, just the way she socializes, it kind of makes sense. All right, another
They missed the
question.
joke of calling the boyfriend the stallion friend.
Someone asked again about the reading dumb comments. I answered this already. I'm not ignoring you guys. You guys are answering the same questions. They asked.
You gotta give him more stupid comments to work
Well,
for.
yeah,
and they
they're,
might-
they're saying how I said I wouldn't do another reading dumb comments video, and I did a reading dumb messages video. Messages and comments aren't the same. That's
Well,
what I'm
it's-
trying to say.
yeah.
Allie Knight, I have some bad news for you. They ask, how many more MLP seasons do you think there'll be?
One.
Just one, I think. Yeah, maybe we'll
we
be
hate to
surprised.
burst your bubble.
No, we could be surprised. We don't know for sure season 9's the last. You know, they could keep going. The problem is, I think that'd be worse if they kept going. I think the show is just going to get, you know.
The show's already worse, and I will have to leave. Goodbye,
You
everybody.
can, are you leaving? Or you can just mute your mic if you have to say something quick.
No, I gotta go.
All right, all
Bye.
right. Well, I guess we're going to end the stream
Goodbye.
there. So goodbye, Tootsie.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. This was a fun little stream just to chat with you guys. I'm hoping to do something like this once a month. So I won't be spamming your feed if you don't want to see this sort of thing. Just one a month should be all right. Maybe next month, someone else recommended in the chat, we'll play a couple games, maybe. Legends of Equestria or Them's Fighting Herds. That'll be fun. So yeah, thanks again for stopping by, and hope to see you guys next time.
Bye,
Bye.
Street.